Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel How to Improve Your Communication Skill in English Language. I'm Dr. Gopal Singh Mehta. I'm trying to utilize whatever spare time is available to me apart from my other professional activity. Whatever time I'm having, and I think that I can make good use of that time, I'm throwing myself into the practice of communication. Because see, this video is all about developing communication skill, getting better at spoken English. Be confident, be fluent, unhesitant. And if you also have an aspiration like this, then this video is for you definitely, because this video is all live video. Basically, I'm just making this video impromptu and I'm showing you, unpretentious. I'm showing you my unpretentious self. The way I'm practicing my communication skill, and I'm growing and progressing at my aspiration, of course, of this activity. And that's how I think that every one of us should be putting in efforts in order to make oneself the person one wants to be in a particular field of activity. Whatever could be your goal, that's a different matter, but here I'm talking about making yourself better at communication skill in English language. As we all know that English is a global language, and it has definitely got an edge over the other languages because of its presence in every nook and corner of the world. And if you don't know the language of a particular country, but if you know some English, I think you would be able to really make ends meet in whichever country you are living, because that's how I look at this language. And this is how I also thought that why not to make myself better at spoken English, why not to be myself the confident self or the fluent self in this English language, despite knowing the fact that I'm not from an English background, and the country I'm living in, that's India, of course, and particularly the area I'm living in isn't an area where this is I get to really hear this language from anyone else. No, there isn't any English environment around me. I hardly get anyone speak this language with me. So despite all those odds, there was a desire within me that I should be making myself better at spoken English, because otherwise I know good English. I think I can say I'm not trying to appreciate myself or I'm trying to eulogize myself, but I'm just putting out facts that I know average English. When it comes to writing, then my peers, of course, do appreciate me about my creative writing ways, of course. And but when I find myself at a lack of ability to speak this language out with anybody one-to-one, or amidst any gathering or in front of an audience, I always find myself at a lack of confidence, and I hesitate to even speak a few sentences in fluent manner. That doesn't happen. Why it doesn't happen? Now I understand this very fact, that the truth behind it is why despite knowing good English, otherwise we always lack this ability to speak it out that confidently, the way I know we all know otherwise this English stuff. So it is all about really speaking it out. If you are not in the habit of speaking this language out on everyday basis, how do you think that you can be that fluent or hesitant or that prompt or spontaneous in speaking this language out? Isn't it? So this is a very basic fundamental principle. We all must be understanding it, and we should be understanding it this way. You should not be thinking about it too complexly. So the simple and the basic fact is that we have to really speak out this language as much as possible every day. Even if we are not having an English environment, even if there aren't anyone who we can speak this language with, we can help ourselves on our own. Like I'm helping myself, I'm assisting myself in developing the art of communication, isn't it? So I'm speaking to myself, I am speaking in front of myself on camera right now. So this is a live video basically I'm making, and I'm showing you my unpretentious way of trying to make myself better at spoken English. And the first thing, you should be always understanding that you should not lie to yourself, you should not be deceiving yourself, you should be your honest self, you know. So you put out yourself honestly, and let other people also see that what way you are trying to make ends meet, how you are taking much efforts in order to really improve on your communication skill. And the same way I'm just showing myself to the rest of the people out there. So here I'm not feeling awkward, not feeling embarrassed, even if I make a small mistake here and there. And in the beginning I was definitely making many mistakes. I wasn't even able to really stitch together two sentences in a seamless manner. You know, that was the case. Now I have progressed. This is just because of the fact that I just removed all that inhibitions from my mind, that what the people are going to really say, what the people are going to think about me if I'm making mistakes, if I'm fumbling, I'm just stammering a lot. So let the people think. It's not, you can't stop the minds of the people. You have to be really concerned or focus about yourself, your own goal, what you want to make yourself out of your current status. So if you really want to make the better version of you, you should be not thinking about all those external factors that are going to really intrude your mind with negative impacts. You know, so you should be your true self, basically. That's what I just want to convey here. And for that, you should not be thinking about making mistakes, because the mistakes are part and parcel of our life. So if we don't make mistakes, how do we think that we are going to really get better at something we are not better at right now? Isn't it? If we are already good enough, then there isn't no point in making ourselves better on that. If you are not making any mistakes, that means we are not progressing. There is a proverb, there is a saying by someone that if you are not making mistakes in your life, that means you are not growing. So mistakes are very much a part and parcel of our life, and that's how we learn from our mistakes. We should be taking or learning our lesson from our mistakes so that we don't repeat them. That's the crux of the matter. So today I'm just talking about the habits. You have to be inculcating good habits in our life. You have to be a disciplined person, because the way you behave in your privacy, you conduct yourself in the privacy, that's going to really reflect when you come out in front of others and you want yourself to show that way. So it is not going to happen automatically, however much you pretended to be like, the way you want to be, but somewhere it is going to really show up there, and you are always going to really struggle with your efforts to show yourself in a particular way if you are not having that kind of your habits while you are all alone or in your privacy. So the habits are the basic building blocks of our personality. So the way we live ourselves in our privacy, the way we are disciplined a lot, that's all going to reflect when we just move out and we conduct ourselves, because that becomes our usual self. That's the way we are. So if you are an unorganized person at home, we don't care about things, all things in our room or in a house are in a disorder the way, and we are not giving a damn to it, and we are not living in an organized manner. Then how do you think that when you come out and you want to show yourself as an organized person, you would definitely struggle to show yourself that way? So because that is not your comfort level, so you have to be making yourself comfortable enough to really the way you want to show yourself up in front of others. So you should be having comfortable in your own skin, and that's going to happen only when you make it a habit to be that way. So my dear friends, right from this moment, try to get a strategy for yourself, that how you want to really live your life, what you want to make yourself in your life, and start it right from this very moment, like getting up early in the morning, going about your morning walk, or doing some exercise, whatever you want to whatever way you want to really exercise, because that's going to really keep us healthy in our body. The healthy body really has a healthy mind also. So when we become good enough physically, we also, our mind also really becomes healthy, and we always think positive thoughts, and that's how we care for ourselves, and then start doing what is the priority to you. So every day is a complete life. I mean, you need to really manage your day, how you are going to really take up all those tasks that are pending for that day, and what are the priority tasks you are going to really complete, that you're going to really pay attention to them first. So slowly you are going to really get your life far more disciplined and organized, and that's you are the person in making. That's how you really become a different person. You really transform yourself over time. And today I think this is sufficient, and the message is basically, as you have really seen me talking here in front of my cell phone camera, and I don't think that I'm that great in speaking, but I'm slowly trying to reach there, and I completely believe in myself. Believing is very much important. If you take good enough efforts in the direction of your goal, then definitely one day you are going to really achieve your goal. You are going to reach there, and so there shouldn't be any reason not to believe yourself. You all have great potentials and possibilities within you. We all are having that. The thing is that we never pay that much of attention to the inner world. We always are trying to look outside in the world, and waste so much of time just looking at the world. So we never give a thought, a pause to our own self, that what kind of possibilities and potential we are really harboring within us. So if you work around that, I think nothing is unachievable in this life. Thank you very much.